Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Welcome to ISV gathering today as we gather here to remember Srila Bhakti Charu Swami in love and separation. We have a very much blessed to have his disciple at ISV, and we would love to take that association and would love to hear them sharing the remembering Bhakti Charu Swami. We are grateful for Maharaj also being at ISV for some time in early days that he spent some time with us. We are on his to honor him this evening. We'll have a kirtan session and we'll have Subra Mataji who has used to be at ISV with Bhakti Charu Swami in early days. We are grateful to have her join us this evening. She will share with us some her time with the Bhakti Charu Swami at ISV. We have also our own Ananya Radhika Mataji, who is with ISV, and her melodious kirtan will take us into the next session of the program. And we also have our Aparupa Mataji and her husband. They'll be also joining us remotely. And Dilip Bhai Patel's son, Girdhari Priya Prabhu, he is going to be also very likely joining us and they will share. So we will have a wonderful evening hearing from beautiful family of Bhakti Charu Swami disciples at ISV and any God brothers and God sisters. If I have missed, please do let me know. And we are here to remember Maharaj this evening. So we'll have Mother Ananya lead us into the prayers and as well as the Hare Krishna moment. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so very much, Ansapriya Mataji, for giving me an opportunity to glorify my Guru Maharaj on this day. I'm very grateful to the devotees of ISV.
Ananya, is it possible for you to speak louder or bring the microphone closer?
Speak louder, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
So I'm very grateful to all the ISV devotees and all the devotees who have joined us today in this prayer meeting and in remembrance of my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Charu Swami. So in our deepest hour of sorrow, when we are remembering remembering my Guru Maharaj in the mood of separation, so we would like all of you to sing along. You can mute yourself and sing along with us as we sing the song of separation written by Sri Narottam Das Thakur. And while I sing that, before I sing that, I would like to share this with you. That this song I first heard from Guru Maharaj, and when that news of Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's passing came, and at that time Guru Maharaj was so upset and he was so sad and he was so much in the mood of separation. And we went to the temple that evening and the lights were dimmed and Maharaj was singing this song. And that was the first time I heard this song, and it was so deep and it was so touching that it touched every heart. And since then, I understood, how much love Maharaj has for his god brothers, for every one of us actually. So, but I never thought that I'll sing this song for Guru Maharaj one day. So I wait for his blessings so that I can sing this for the pleasure of devotees and can sing it with the right mood and intentions. So we'll be singing Jayanilo Premadhana by Narottam Das Thakur. Prema
Hare Krishna? Okay, I think it's much better now. Thank you, Mother Ananya, for leading us into the wonderful prayers and remembering Maharaj in separation. And also would like to welcome His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula. They have joined on the Zoom as well. And extended family of ISV, Aparupa Mataji Prabhu, thank you for joining us. We have Subra Devi Dasi with us today, and Girdhari Priya Prabhu from Santa Barbara. And I believe Aj Govind Prabhu is also joining. I'm not sure exactly where they are, where they have moved to, but we welcome you this evening at the ISV program here. Shamarupa Prabhu and Ananya Radhika Mataji would like us to come together and pray with them this evening. So, Shamarupa Prabhu and Mother Ananya, would you like to go ahead and make the offering, or do you prefer to lead us into more kirtan?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, if we can get your help, everyone, to mute yourself, so that way we can hear Ananya Radhika Mataji clearly. Mataji, are you making your offering, or? Okay, we can hear you very lightly, so if you can get closer to microphone, that would be great.
Okay, I'll speak louder now.
Thank you, Mataji.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Caru Swami Niti Namine Snigdha Cheta Supranita Bhagminam Charasa Plutam Prabhupada Gato Prana Naumi Bhakti Charu Padam. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and all glories to your divine self. It's with a very saddened and terribly paining heart that I'm attempting to write a Shraddhanjali for you. The sudden shock of your untimely departure have left us crestfallen and in profuse tears. Hoping against hope, till the last moment we prayed for your protection from all dangers. Did Krishna not answer our prayers? Yes, Krishna definitely did. He did give his full protection to you and his loving divine embrace. He did give his full protection to you, and he has given his loving divine embrace, and he has engaged you in the eternal service of Srila Prabhupada in the spiritual world. While you very sweetly sang the song of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Tumi Tomari Bejare, Ketare Rakhite Pare, Tabo Icha Basho Tribhuvan. You explained it to us that if Krishna wants to take something away, how much can we hold back? And when Krishna wants to give us, how much can we hold with our tiny little hands? Krishna has given us this lifelong feeling of separation from you. But at the same time, he has filled our hearts with so much love, sweet memories, and exemplary instructions from you that will forever be a guiding force in my life. Guru Maharaj, you have always been very tolerant and patient with me during my teenage years. My mom used to always complain to you about my lack of seriousness in Krishna consciousness. Then he used to smile very lovingly and say that don't worry, she'll be a very nice devotee. I used to wonder and still wonder, how will that be possible? Because I was always so lazy and unenthusiastic in devotional services. But by your mercy, in my life, I was always surrounded by very enthusiastic and sincere devotees who constantly encouraged me and kept me engaged in loving service of Krishna. Dear Guru Maharaj, You have made me chant my first rounds, which moved on to 4 and then finally 16 upon your insistence. You taught me to sing Vaishnava bhajans. I always wanted to sing the way you sing them, so sweetly, but failed. Only to realize that that sweetness comes only when we have deep surrender and unflinching faith in Krishna. You taught me how to present oneself as a Vaishnava with proper tilak and Vaishnava attire. You inspired me to start reading the Krishna book, and sometimes you even used to follow up on what I have read. You were even aware of the subjects that I studied in college and oftentimes discussed them with me. It was because of you that my marriage was fixed, and it was by your blessing that I got such a wonderful devotee as my husband. Guru Maharaj, your mercy is all that I am made up of. I have seen you in many different situations, problems, and challenges, but I have never seen you losing the slightest faith in Krishna. A fallen soul like me cannot fathom the extent. A fallen soul like me cannot fathom the extent of your surrender, but can only pray from the bottom of my heart for eternal shelter at your lotus feet. Please forgive my countless offenses, Maharaj, and please forgive me all the mistakes that I have committed at your lotus feet. Your unqualified servant, Ananya Radhika Devi Dasi. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya Radhika Mataji, for sharing wonderful time, your time with Maharaj. It's so nice to hear. Next, we have Subra Devi Dasi. Subra, are you on Zoom? I saw you there, but Hare Krishna, Subra. We welcome Subra Devi Dasi from Houston. She used to be part of ISV, and she used to be there with the Maharaj when Maharaj used to be at ISV doing the Abhay Charan recording and the Abhay Charan videos distribution. And many of you know that she also used to have a booth at Jagannath Rath Yatra in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park, where she used to inspire everyone to take the Abhay Charan series. So we are very honored and grateful, Subrat, that you are able to join us this evening. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Vaisesika Prabhu, Nirakula Mataji, all the assembled devotees. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. I am just insignificant. I'm just speaking to the causeless mercy of my Guru Maharaj. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Caru Swami Iti Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Vanchakalpa Tvivascha Kripa Sindhu Vyavacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. My heart is just pounding so fast and it's racing like it's going to explode. So I'm just going to take a deep breath and pray to Maharaj for some strength. So today I was this past few weeks and past few days I've been reading a lot, even more than usual, and something I came across today that Srila Prabhupada actually wrote in a letter to Mother Jadurani in September of 1972. And in that letter, he mentioned that the eternal bond between disciple and spiritual master begins from the first day he hears, just like my spiritual master. So then I was reflecting, what was the first thing that I heard from Guru Maharaj? And then it came very clear to me, and I remember it was about Srila Prabhupada and placing Srila Prabhupada in the center of our lives. Guru Maharaj taught us how to love Srila Prabhupada, keep Prabhupada in the center, and how to serve in Srila Prabhupada's mission. So I'm forever grateful for that first hearing and that first lesson. I decided today I will talk about just some pastimes about San Jose. And so I was born in South Africa, and in 1998, for Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja, I had the good fortune coming into contact with some disciples of Guru Maharaj, and I had the service of making a helping making the Vyasa Puja cake for Srila Prabhupada, and my task was to chop all the nuts and the dried fruit for the cake. And at that time, you know, Abhay Charan had started, the recordings had started, the distribution had started. And at that point in time, it was just being released like, you know, one tape at a time. So I remember I was at these devotees' home and the phone had rung, and then I had picked up the phone and I had answered some questions about the video and speak some words through mercy of Guru Maharaj. I had just completed studying the Prabhupada Lilamrita, and so I was just relishing everything about Srila Prabhupada, and these videos came out and wanted to be involved in this project. And so that day after I answered the call, you know, one of my godbrothers had asked me, you know, do you want to go with the team to America? They're going to be helping with the distribution of Abhay Charan. And so, of course, I never see how this was going to happen, but I, you know, jumped at that opportunity with enthusiasm. And I said, yes, I want to go. I came home and I was telling my three brothers and my dad about it. And my brothers were laughing at me and they were like, yeah, sure, you're going to America. And 2 weeks later, I had my visa and my passport, and I was on my way to America. And at that time, as I was mentioning, we were distributing Abhay Charan. Abhay Charan was being filmed at the same time we were doing the distribution. And we were doing the distribution in the manner that we would do book distribution. So we would go out not only to the temples on the weekends, but we would also go out to, I remember these names, El Camino Real, to Bharat Bazaar, Prashant's restaurant. I think it was called Lucky's Pharmacy at that time. And we should just be out on the parking lots and so forth. And then later on, we would go to the apartment door to door. And I remember while we were waiting for more tapes, we would like still be so enthusiastic to distribute Prabhupada's books. So while we were waiting for more tapes to be shipped, we would go out with the books. And people, they were so favorable, you know, recipients of receiving this nectar. And I remember Guru Maharaj used to say, that time I was not initiated, and he would say, Subhashini, you're so shy. What are you going to say? And then I would say, through your causeless mercy, I'll just be an instrument, whatever, I know it's going to come from the heart. And Guru Maharaj, I will just show the cover of Abhay Charan, and that will speak for itself. And, you know, people will just see Srila Prabhupada on the cover, and I don't have to say much. And I remember him smiling when I used to say that. So Guru Maharaj was an inconceivable force at work. He was a Prabhupada, definitely a Prabhupada man, an ISKCON loyalist, a warrior. And I remember for the video, I remember all the devotees were engaged somehow or another. I remember Vaisesika Prabhu was part of the video. He was actually in some of the videos as well. I think he was coming out of a plane in San Francisco or getting on a plane, if I remember correctly. At that time in San Jose, we were in New Jersey Avenue, and there was the brahmacharis there as well. And they all had a role in Abhay Charan. And I remember every morning before we would go out twice a day for distribution. We would go out in the morning after breakfast, so around like 9:30. And then we would come back like about 1. And then we would go back out at around 4 and come back at 7 p.m. And we would do this daily. And in between, we would relish some of the filming. And the filming took place in San Jose, in New Jersey Avenue, San Francisco, Berkeley Temple, Golden Gate Park. So relishable. These are like memories, like jewels, like treasures to forever keep in my heart. Another episode, oh, just one more thing. I remember the actor, the main actor that played Srila Prabhupada. Can't say his name correctly. I'm not so good with pronouncing Indian names. I think his name was Sumayaju, and he, through participating in the this making and production of these videos and acting, and Guru Maharaj like instructing him, and through directing, he later on actually took initiation from Guru Maharaj as well. So you could see the purity, the empowerment, and that Guru Maharaj had as well. And then just one other remembrance of San Jose. I remember I'm trying to remember, Hans Priya, you were there at that time. I think Rasa Manjari may have been there.
Yeah,
I think you may
was
have been
there.
Okay.
And I remember that one day I came back from work and you both had cooked afternoon lunch. And Maharaj asked, Hansapriya, you must be hungry. And I remember saying that I'm not really hungry. And then you nudged me and you said, eat, Maharaj cooked for us. So I remember that afternoon you both had spent in the kitchen cooking together. Do you recall that?
Yes. Yes. I remember always, because I didn't know that you don't put salt when you cook rice, because I always put salt when I cook rice. And then Guru Maharaj says, where did you learn that, to put salt in the rice? I remember him saying that. I used to always be scared of cooking for him. And I think one time too, I made some halava, and then he said, so who asked you to make the halava? And I said, oh, I followed Jimana's recipe from her recipe book. And then he called me again and he goes, okay, it was good. So I remember that as well. And but the thing that I was remembering was actually, it was Prabhupada disappearance day, and I think the Abhaycharan crew, the whole team was there. And Guru Maharaj, even though having a full day of directing, he still prepared the whole feast by himself with all the preparations that Srila Prabhupada liked, and he served all of us that day. I remember that clearly as well. So I'm going to let's just one last thing. I know there's more devotees that want to speak, and just one last thing. This morning I was also listening, and so grateful to all the devotees and all the senior Prabhupada's disciples and all the devotees just coming forward and pouring so much of love and so much of support and so much of care. And just kind of like my reflection was that we have such a wonderful family within within ISKCON, and I'm so grateful for that. It has like lifted this aching heart and given us some hope, knowing that there's compassion and care and love. And Guru Maharaj was like that. He was just so full of love. He made Niranjana Maharaj this morning was talking about how Guru Maharaj made everybody feel relevant. And so I was kind of reflecting on that a lot this morning as well. So once again, thank you everybody for your valuable time. I'm just a worthless, insignificant servant that's just dependent on the causeless mercy of all the devotees. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Subra. And it's so great and honor to have you as a part of ISB, no matter wherever you go. So it's always a good fortune to have you. Okay, next we have Girdhari Priya Prabhu joining us from Santa Barbara. And Girdhari Priya Prabhu, I know you were rushing back from Giriraj Swami's home.
Yeah.
I believe that you are back. Okay.
I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Vanchakalpadurvasya kripa sindhu vyavacha patitanam pavanabhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. I didn't have much time to prepare to speak today, and I told Hansapriya Mataji that it's really hard to speak. I get emotional, like I'm sure we all do, so I'll do my best. Yeah, the last 2 weeks have just been so intense and been so much focus and just so much up and down and heartache and good news and bad news. And it just drew out, so much love from just around the world for Guru Maharaj. I mean, he didn't need our prayers, but we needed to pray for him. And I think that's what the whole purpose, or one of the purposes of this whole last Leela of his was, to just draw out the love. He always wanted ISKCON to be a family. That was obvious, these last 2 weeks more than ever. We just all had one focus. Like I was thinking during the lockdown, there was this temple doing their Zoom program, and we were having his Zoom program, which is nice. But then for just 2 weeks, we were just all as one ISKCON family, just praying with one purpose. And he was told that, and that must have just given him so much pleasure, But the world, it's the middle of summer. Everything is so bright and beautiful. The flowers are blooming. I live in a beautiful place with mountains. The whole world just seems just so dark and vacant, but there's hope as well. And that's coming every time you hear from all these devotees that are just expressing the glories of Guru Maharaj, and they're just ready to give us their shelter. They know that we are in a very, we're orphans now, but they're just ready like uncles to just give us their shelter. That's just so beautiful. Guru Maharaj encompassed that love, and they're ready to also just take us under their shelter. And I think that is his mercy as well.
Are you on Zoom?
Hare Krishna, may I request, please, if you can mute yourself, so Girdhari Priya Prabhu, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we had the third day ceremony today at Giriraj Maharaj's ashram, which was very nice. The last time most of us saw Guru Maharaj was actually there. He came after Rath Yatra 2018, at the beginning of August, to visit Giriraj Maharaj. And he did that quite often through the years, even just for an overnight or for a day. He would especially come if he could at all get away from his programs in LA. And that time I got to make them matching garlands, and I got to make some nice preparations that he liked that I would cook. And my very last memory that I will always hold on to was I paid my obeisances, and as he always often did, he just took you as soon as you got up from paying obeisances and just embraced you and just like melted his heart all over you. And that was the last memory I have of him. It's been 2 years. I'm so sorry I didn't get to see him after that, but it's just, that memory will just nourish me always. And I just, Guru Maharaj was known for making the best arrangements when he was physically manifest. Whatever temple or project he did, there was the best furniture, the best kitchen utensils, the best prasad, the best cooks. He was just known for first-class elegance. And I just know that even though these are like dark days for us, I feel like the best days of our devotional service are still yet to come, because he will make the best arrangements for us, like he did when he was physically present. He will send the best devotional service. We just have to have that sincerity, that purity to perceive it. Even if it might appear like something bad, whatever happens, it's going to be arranged by him to just make us advance, because that's what he wants. He just wants us all to just, like him, offer our lives, like he offered his life to Prabhupada and Krishna. We have to just offer our life to him. And like he always said, I'm just taking you to Prabhupada, and he will take you to Krishna. So if we just try to become good devotees, like he told me when I got initiated, I asked, is there any service? He said, just become a good devotee. And I thought, oh, that seems easy, just be a good devotee. But then later in a lecture, a few days later, he said, a good devotee means to become a pure devotee. Then I realized, well, that's a very lofty goal. But we have to try our best. And we have so much hope. We have so much shelter. He leaves behind so much, and he leaves behind the association of devotees, and especially his god brothers and god sisters. They're just ready to just give us the love that we need so much right now. So thank you for letting me speak a little bit. I'm happy to be with all of you, all the devotees of ISV. I was thinking the deities there are named Radha Madan Mohan, and with Jain, he also named them Radha Madan Mohan. And he disappeared on Sanatana Goswami's disappearance day. And those worshipful deities are also Radha Madan Mohan. So it's a nice connection there. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Girdhari Priya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Very much. We are very happy that you could join us this evening.
Me too.
That's such a tight schedule. And Girdhari Priya Prabhu, if many of you don't know, he's the son of Dilip Bhai Patel, who is our very hardcore member of ISP. And he's Girdhari Prabhu. Also, Girdhari Priya Prabhu comes here every time during the San Francisco Rath Yatra, and his first question is there any service I can do to Radha Madan Mohan? So we appreciate your big heart, and
Thank
we
you.
welcome you anytime. You can reach out to any of the ISV member or
Thank you.
Vaisesika Prabhu, Nirakula Mataji. Everybody's available,
And
and
when
it goes to all of you. Yeah.
thank you. And when it's possible, I always extend an invitation. Please come and visit me in Santa Barbara. My heart, my home is open to all of you.
I'm sure devotees will take upon that.
I'm also requesting you, Hansapriya, like I have been for over 10 years now, maybe more.
Will do, Prabhu. Will do. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. We'd like to welcome Shubhankar Krishna Prabhu and Aparupa Mataji. They have been, they were part of ISV for a couple of years. And if you know, they have taken the mood of ISV and continuing in the book distribution as the strongest warrior you can see in that whole town. So we are very happy that Aparupa Mataji and Shubhankar Krishna Prabhu that you are able to join us. And I'm sure your Sankirtan friends at ISV are waiting to hear from you and wanted to let you know that they are all here from you. So please, Prabhu, carry on.
Hare Krishna, thank you for this opportunity. Vaisesika Prabhu and Nirakula Mataji, please accept our humble obeisances at your lotus feet. And all the ISV devotees, please accept our humble obeisances at your lotus feet. It's a long time after which I am just seeing all of you together, and we miss ISV. So I'll just speak some few realization of my Guru Maharaj. So Namo Vishnu Pada Vishnu Vishnu Bhutale Simati Bhakti Jalo Samiti Namo Shinata Shuklata Vagnam Chara Shaplutam Prabhupada Gata Pana Nomi Bhakti Jalapatam Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Vishnu Bhutale Simati Bhakti Vedanta Samiti Namo Namaste Shashwat Devi Guruvani Pachalini Visheshan Namadi Pashyata Deshatayini Panchagal Putulu Vaschaki Pasin Dubai Vachapatitana Papane Vishnu Vedvanam. So I was listening today from Bhakti Vedanta Mana, and there are a lot of Sannyasi and the senior disciples are glorifying Guru Maharaj. So I was thinking that how little I know about Guru Maharaj, what not he has done. They are speaking that from Bangladesh village to extreme west of America, he has traveled, he has preached, he has held so many times, New Vrindavan, ISKCON Mayapur in France, New York Temple, so many other times he has actually invested his energy and time for Srila Prabhupada's mission. But hardly I know all those things. So yeah, he's ocean of qualities. And today His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj actually dedicate one verse from Bhagavad Gita to him, speaking about his qualities. I will just tell that because that touched my heart. So it is chapter 12, Bhagavad Gita 13 to 14 verse. It says, one who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So we can see, I mean, we don't have that much time to speak of every qualities, but each and every word rightly fits to Guru Maharaj. So I was meditating on that verse, and I was thinking that how it actually fits to the pure devotee like Guru Maharaj. It says, "Na darshane pavitro karo ei tomar Guru." Just by seeing him, just hearing from him, how are you? When did you come? Did you take prasadam? Such a nice motherly Bengali voice he speaks. It actually, pacifies the heart. We feel blissful whenever we meet Guru Maharaj, just hear some voice. Even whenever I mail him and he responded, "Dear Shubhankar and Aparupa, please accept my blessings." Just reading that line, our day goes very well. It becomes blissful. We are certainly going to miss that, So again, he's so loving, he's so caring. He is always ready to forgive our limitation, accept us. I remember when he accepted me, I was so novice, even didn't know what is ISKCON, even didn't know how much contribution Srila Prabhupada has done. Nothing I know. But, he accepted me with an open heart. So I'm very grateful to him. And while he always loves and shows care, he always gives us right guidance. One instance I remember that I was driving when he came to California, ISKCON Silicon Valley. I was driving to go to Balimadhan Prabhu's house for lunch. So I was crossing to San Jose downtown, and I missed one route. So I have to go in turn and take a U-turn and come. So Guru Maharaj seems to be a little irritated because time was passing. So seeing him, I got afraid. And Guru Maharaj said that, why are you afraid? Even if you did some mistake, still don't be afraid. Do you think that Srila Prabhupada could have achieved so many things if he would have been afraid? Srila Prabhupada has achieved more than what Napoleon or Alexander has achieved. So read every day Srila Prabhupada's book. So he actually gave me an order in that time, just to be fearless. What we have to do is to read Srila Prabhupada's book, to inherit the mood. And we can see that Guru Maharaj is also fearless. Otherwise, in this COVID situation, who will be daring to come to US in this time, taking risk and just for preaching for Srila Prabhupada's mission? So we can see so much quality is inherited. He is actually Prabhupada man. Everybody knows that. And today also so many sannyasis and senior devotees are also saying that he is Prabhupada man. Everybody was glorifying about his surrender mood to Prabhupada. Prabhupada Gato Prano. So we can see that reflection in Abhay movies, how he has wonderfully presented Abhay serial gifted to us. We can see the ocean of mercy. Every page is how he was glorifying Srila Prabhupada, how he has intimate relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And number of times he made a very important, profound statement that Srila Prabhupada will be the founder Acharya of ISKCON, and he will remain continuing to do that. So GBC chairman also was stating that when he was GBC, he actually pushed this idea so much. Of course, it was relevant in ISKCON, but he actually established and tried to push this idea and concept to each and every ISKCONites. So he's so attached to Prabhupada. So we, of course, 4th July 8:30 a.m. when he departed, we become very sad, we filled up with tears. But then after hearing so many sannyasis, we actually believed and convinced that he got reunited with Srila Prabhupada. Maybe Srila Prabhupada, we know that from Bhagavatam, that Brahma's one day Krishna comes and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. So another day he goes to the, Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to the other universe. So it might be possible Prabhupada is doing some Leela in other universe, and who knows that he needs Guru Maharaj. So, then that's why Guru Maharaj choose to leave us and go to Srila Prabhupada, because he's connected. Srila Prabhupada is needed. Now, because the Bapu is not there, Bani is there, and I need to meditate. It is hard. It is hard. When Bapu is there, we can see Guru Maharaj, we can feel him, we can see his voice. It becomes easy to listen, to serve. But when he is not present, it becomes hard because there is a vacuum. But that's why I thought, let me ask blessings from all the devotees here, His Vaisesika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji, that we meditate whatever we learn from Guru Maharaj. we meditate the instruction, and to best of our capacity, we can be doing that. And lastly, I will end with the three most important instruction. Of course, there are some personal instruction, but apart from that, there are three most important instruction he gives. And I just want to reiterate so that I will remember that rest of our life and try to work accordingly. That first is, whatever happens, never ever leave ISKCON. Because ISKCON is Srila Prabhupada's body. And I personally felt it. When I go to Mangalavati or any time I give Dandavat to Srila Prabhupada and pray, I can feel his present. Just like that, I am hoping Guru Maharaj is also will be present, even if he has left this planet. And then he said that your love will be demonstrated, how much you will be working and cooperating to each other when I depart. So today, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, I was listening, he was making a very profound statement. He said, union in separation, that's what we need to do. We are feeling pain because we are separated. But the important message is that how will all our Prabhupada's grandson and granddaughters, we are united and working together for the same mission that Srila Prabhupada has. And third, he said that always follow the GBC. And what is GBC definition? Start from the Bhakti Viksha leader to the temple president, temple authority, local journal, GBC, regional GBC, to ultimately the GBC and the president. We need to follow the protocol. That he is always respected that, and he wanted all his disciples to follow that, And under the ISKCON shelter and umbrella, we practice and do whatever way we can serve and push the mission of Srila Prabhupada. So I took this opportunity to beg with the folded hands to all the devotees that please bless us so that we can remember his instruction and we can do whatever little thing we can do. Never ever leave ISKCON and always stay connected wherever in this planet we are. Thank you very, very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srivankar Prabhu, Krishna Prabhu. It was such a wonderful, your heart was flowing. We can hear your dedication to your Guru Maharaj, and it was quite contagious. So thank you very, very much. And we also keep the same prayer that you keep us in prayer so we can serve Prabhupada and ISKCON. So next we have Ajay Govinda Prabhu. He was there at ISB for very little time, but we wanted to make sure that he's included because that's the mood of ISB. And also that we wanted to extend our invitation to him and his wife so they can feel included and hopefully they can be back to ISB someday and be a part of the Sankirtan Warrior team here. After that, we will have Vaisesika and Mother Nirakula are also there on the Zoom with us, and we'll have the concluded remark from them that will give us to our heart. So Ajay Govinda Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Hansapriya Mataji, thank you so much, first of all, for including me in the ISV family. I feel very honored and connected to Srila Prabhupada's family. So I was there for a short duration. Thank you so much for it. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Caru Swami iti namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Vicharini Nirvishesha Shunyavad Paschata Deshtari Stikna Cheta Suprinita Vagvinam Sharatha Prutam Prabhupada Karatnama Nomi Bhakti Charu Padam. My most humble obeisances to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, deities of Radha Madan Mohan and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lakshmi Narasimha. My obeisances to His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula who are there on the call as well, and to all the Vaishnavas from the ISV community and my god brother and god sisters who are on the call. I'm still not able to believe that Guru Maharaj is not on this planet. Whenever I see any of pictures or any of his videos, I feel that Maharaj is still present here, and we're not still able to accept that Maharaj is not there physically in this world with us. I have seen, I have met, many devotees who have talked about Srila Prabhupada. And when I see Guru Maharaj, I see all qualities of Prabhupada in Guru Maharaj. That's what I have heard from all the other Vaishnavas who have known Guru Maharaj. My interaction with Guru Maharaj has been for a couple of years now. And during the duration, Guru Maharaj has given us a lot of opportunities to serve him personally and otherwise. And in all the meetings with Guru Maharaj, there has been a lot of learning. The basic learning which comes out is that, Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya and is the, soul and body of ISKCON. That's what Guru Maharaj has always talked about and always taught us. I remember one of the retreat, we made a garland, and he observed so minutely that when he entered the hall, some devotees were about to put the garland to Guru Maharaj, and he immediately said that I will not accept this garland because this garland seems to be a little more opulent to me than the garland which Srila Prabhupada is, honoring today. And he immediately took that garland and offered it to Srila Prabhupada in his lotus feet. And, he accepted the garland which Srila Prabhupada was wearing. So he was so concerned about Srila Prabhupada, that even amidst the busy schedule of his retreat or while he's giving a lecture, he's amongst the devotees, he was able to observe, what Srila Prabhupada is having. He went to Gita Nagari, and Guru Maharaj saw that, Srila Prabhupada's altar was very kind of like little older, and, rather the mother's altar was a little older. So Srila Prabhupada took the responsibility of making a new gold-plated altar for Srila Prabhupada and, Gita Nagari, Radha Damodar, because Guru Maharaj was also attached to those deities. So he was very caring Vaishnava, so much so that when we visited him in the D-land, he took care of us like, we are the Guru and he's the disciple. He was running in the kitchen, getting the pizzas to serve every devotee. He was asking everyone, did you eat or not? He said that you are here for the picnic today. Don't worry about, you just enjoy here. So much love and care, he had for his disciples. And more than that, he loved the disciples, other devotees, who were not even his disciples. Whenever Guru Maharaj was there out in any gathering, he won't talk to the disciples. He would talk more, closely and affectionately to other disciples and other devotees who were there, in the congregation. So, just keeping it short, what I see, learned from Guru Maharaj is, always be on time. He was never late for any of his lectures. He never tolerated anybody coming late. He always looked for Srila Prabhupada, for his teaching, and he always instructed everyone, be a nice devotee. And I asked one Guru Maharaj, you always say, be a nice devotee. What does it mean? So he says that nice devotee means read Srila Prabhupada books and follow the instructions. That is being a nice devotee. So, so much so he had Srila Prabhupada in his life and soul that I could not see anything else in him other than that Srila Prabhupada's reflection. So in the short of time, I would just be more happy to hear from His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and Nirakula Mataji, and see if my wife has to add a little word. Her name is Kirti Dasundari.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for all your love that you have showered upon my Prabhu. He always talks high about all the devotees and of course His Holiness Vaisesika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji. I don't have any words to say. I'm short of glorifying my Guru Maharaj. I'm short of words to offer some flowers at Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. But at the same time, I beg His Holiness Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula, thank you for always being present here. Thank you for such a wonderful solace class that you gave yesterday. It was so wonderful, and I just beg both of you and of course all the Vaishnavas to bless us, me, my Prabhu and my son, who also was fortunate to take initiation from Guru Maharaj last year, that we all three can be able to imbibe Guru Maharaj's instructions and follow on his path, and may never ever let our Guru Maharaj's name go down. So I really beg each and every one of you to please bless us, to please pray for us so that we can really become nice devotee. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula, for all the love that you have always been showering on us whenever you come here in North Carolina. And I really beg at your lotus feet, both of your lotus feet, to please keep on your blessings and keep all of us in your prayers. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ajay Govinda Prabhu and Tida Sundari Mataji. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And it's so nice. You're right that I'm glad that Mother Nirakula and Vaisesika Prabhu were able to join, because Mother Nirakula pointed out to me that Aparupa had her mic on and I totally skipped. Mataji, please forgive me, but we'd love to hear from you. So please share your love for your Guru Maharaj with us as well. Would you kindly unmute yourself? You're still on mute. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, by saying all of you, I'm really feeling so relief from my pain, because I'm very close to Guru Maharaj. He's very personal to me. When I joined ISKCON, I was very young. I don't know who is Prabhupada, what is ISKCON, and even who is Guru Maharaj, what is the meaning of Gurudev. I just only know His Holiness Bhakti Caru Swami. And I love him more than my father. And he always take care of me so nicely. I was there in Ujjain when he was there. I was there 1 month with my Guru Maharaj. That time he taught me everything. How to recite the slokas, bhajan, and how to behave with others, and go for book distribution. I started first book distribution in Ujjain. Me and my sister distributed small 12 books. So Guru Maharaj was very happy, but he said, go and make connection with them. Call them just invite them our temple. They have to know our ISKCON culture. So we started going door to door and just invite all of them. They started coming, and I got lot of service from ISKCON temple, Ujjain, and lot of devotees are there. They put their heart and soul in ISKCON Ujjain. I know all of these things. If I'm going to tell, night will be over. So, and I got the special mercy from my Guru Maharaj. Just few days before he came here, I cooked for him. I served him, and he gave me one instruction, gave us. Always just stay with devotee association. Don't leave devotee association. And whatever service you have to do, just put your whole heart on it. I'm just trying. If I did some mistake, please forgive me and bless me, so I can keep my Guru Maharaj in my heart. I don't want to let him go from my heart. And please bless me, Vaisesika Prabhuji, and please, Nirakula Mataji, bless me. So after this life, I can go to my Guru Maharaj and I can serve him. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Hansapriya Mataji.
Thank you very much, Aparupa Mataji. And it's so nice to hear that you got to serve your Guru Maharaj a few days back, 2 weeks back, and it was wonderful that you were able to do the service to him on your behalf and behalf of all of us. I'll have Vaisesika Prabhu and Mother Nirakula say a few concluding words that will give solace to our heart. Mother Nirakula, would you like to go first?
Sure. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatrubhyasya kripasindhuvyevicha patitanam bhavanevyo vaishnavevyo namo namaha. Being with all of you last night and now this evening is a real balm for my heart. We are all feeling the pain and separation from this great Vaishnav, His Holiness Bhakti Caru Swami Maharaj. But no one feels it like you disciples. That is an inconsolable grief that you are feeling right now. I feel like there's really nothing that I can say that can alleviate that pain. But that pain is good. That pain is purifying. And that pain creates a stronger bond with your Guru Maharaj.
You are all such shining examples of devoted servants to your Guru. And I pray from the bottom of my heart that you are able to continue that service and that example for each other and for all of us. Your Guru Maharaj taught all of us just by his example. He was a true, gentle man. And I always remember him showing so much affection to everyone, especially, the men he would give a physical affection. As Giri Hari Priya Prabhu said, before you're up or as you're getting up, you get that embrace. So many of the pictures that my godbrothers have shared is Maharaj embracing them, Maharaj holding their hands as he's speaking to them. But as a woman, I obviously wouldn't get that physical affection, but nonetheless, that affection was always there and always felt and always was like a shower of mercy. I always felt that in his presence, and I won't forget that. And so these past few days, even, since Saturday, been listening to a lot of my godbrothers and godsisters share their memories and others as well, his godnieces and nephews and Maharaj's disciples. But one thing that stuck out to me was I listened to Hridayananda Maharaj, and he was talking about, his experience being with His Holiness and with Srila Prabhupada. And he said that when Bhakti Caru Swami Maharaj joined, that it was really so pleasing to Prabhupada because he was having a hard time making devotees in India. That's why he started the life membership program from higher class families. They would give donations, they would buy the books, but they wouldn't join. Bhakti Caru Swami joined, and he was from Godadesh. He spoke Prabhupada's language. He spoke Prabhupada's culture. And so Hridayananda Maharaj was just saying that he immediately could see and feel that bond that they had of father and son. And he said that he thought that Maharaj was the son that Srila Prabhupada always wanted, always had hoped to be able to pass on his knowledge and his Krishna consciousness to. And there was no better son than His Holiness, than your Guru Maharaj. He did Srila Prabhupada proud. And he wore so many different hats, and he always did it with such grace. He solved so many problems. He comforted the movement as a whole. He led us through very trying times. And so I know that this is such a difficult time, and you all expressed it so beautifully. And the fact that he gave you such enduring instruction that you can follow for the rest of your lives and feel his presence and feel that you'll know that you're pleasing him. I just want to say, whatever we can do, however I can help, however I can serve, because we know that pain. And we know what can happen. We know the chaos that can happen when the pure devotee leaves, when someone so powerful leaves. So whatever we can do, we hope that because we're older as a movement, that we can all help each other through this, and that there will be change. There always is when the great personalities leave. But whatever I can do, whatever we can do, whatever our ISKCON team can do, we're here for you. And we thank you all for your shining example. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mother Nirakula, for such a heartfelt words. It's a very much a solace to our heart at this point. Vaisesika Prabhu will be very much honored if you would kindly bless us with your kind words.
Thank you, Hatsupriya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindobhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Srila Bhakti True Swami Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. It's not so easy to leave the material world, because after being in the material energy since time immemorial, it seems like our home. And even when we hear otherwise, my habits are so much attuned to the habits of the senses and the mind that connects me to the material world, affection for worldly things, people, family members, my goals, deep in my heart, I cherish being some kind of controller here, having some stake in the material world, wealth, something. And it's an impetus hearing Bhagavad Gita and other Shastras that convince us that this is not our home, but still it's not so easy. We see that even sometimes stalwarts fall back on the path of devotional service for some time. As they're attracted back to the material world, they forget. And one of the ways that we actually change, or the main way that we can change our decision and decide, finally, I want to go to the spiritual world, is when we meet a Vaishnava. Vaishnavas who have already decided that their life and soul is in serving Krishna. As the Nectar Devotion says, their hearts are like a moon, and they put out the rays that change us. There's something so intangible when we meet a Vaishnav who has that quality, that something in us changes, and we decide, whatever he has, I want to have. I just want to be around this person. It may not even seem rational, but our hearts are just taken away, and we want to be around that person. In the material world, people are attracted to famous musicians and poets and other kinds of people who have some vibhuti. They show some opulence in some way. But the most attractive of all is a Vaishnav who doesn't have envy of others and who loves Krishna. And when we hear the Vaishnav speak, then we become convinced that even though it's very difficult for me to leave the material world and to give up my habits, still I'm going to do it because he's doing it, because he said it. There's this influence that comes from the Vaishnav. Therefore, when Yudhishthira spoke to Vidura, he said, Bhavadvida Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirtha Kurvanti Tirtani Swantakstena Gatabrata. That you are a walking place of pilgrimage. In fact, you purify the holy places when you go there, because you carry Krishna within your heart, and even more importantly, you carry love for Krishna within your heart. And there's something so attractive about the Vaishnav that when we see a true Vaishnav, then we don't want to leave, and we want to do whatever he says and follow. So Bhakti True Maharaj influenced people all over the world because he was a Vaishnav. He had that quality that is intangible, and we look at him and we say, I just want to be around him. He's like the most famous person in the world. You want to be there and just get a glimpse and just see, oh, what did he do now? How did he sit? How did he walk? What did he say? Everything's meaningful because he's absorbed in complete service to his guru and to Krishna, and he's already walking in the spiritual energy, and we feel that, and it's so attractive, and it's the only thing that will convince us that we have to leave this world, and that there's a higher pleasure when we see the Vaishnav. And that's why, as I mentioned last night, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, before you see Krishna, you see the Vaishnav. Just like before you see the sun, you see the sun rays are coming. And you feel it. It's tangible. And I'm thinking back just when Maharaj came to Govardhan with some of his devotees, and I can't remember what year it was, but maybe you know, Nirakula, was it 2016?
Yes, I believe that's when it was.
That's almost inconceivable. It could have been that long ago because it seems like so recently. But somebody sent me some pictures. Devotees have been sending me pictures of Maharaj whenever I was there, and I'd forgotten about several incidents when we were together. And so Maharaj came to Govardhan. It was during the Prabhupada's Disappearance Day festival. We felt really blessed that he came out there because we have our own little program, which has become quite big. Everyone always gets on our case because we didn't come over to Krishna Balaram, but there's so many devotees there, and after all, it is a bona fide ISKCON temple, so we have to have our program. And Bhakti True Swami came, and he stayed there for the program, and then he wanted to feed everybody. And so he arranged this huge feast, and it had to serve out next door at the there's a hotel right next to the ashram. So he arranged this huge feast. And so my realization was it was so much fun being around Maharaj, because, and what I thought of was in the Bhagavatam, says in Vaikuntha, there's always a festival going on. It's an eternal festival. And so around Maharaj, there was always a festival going on. He was feeding. It was exciting. You'd want to sit in close and hear wherever he walked. You want to walk. You just want to see him and be around. I mean, that's life. Life means with a Vaishnav. And Maharaj brought that life to the world. We went there. We had all kinds of Chinese food out there in Govardhan and all types of other preparations. So many hundreds, I couldn't eat them all. And Maharaj was joyfully going around making sure everyone got fed. I mean, where do you find that in the world except with a pure Vaishnav? The fun that's there in life, it comes from a Vaishnav. And that's what attracts us to go back to Godhead, is seeing an actual Vaishnav. And then from that, when we see that and we feel it, no matter what anybody says, we know, we felt it, we saw it. We saw the person. You look in the body, it's not a material body. The Shastra says when somebody takes the spiritual life, their body changes. They're no longer a physical body, but it's transcendentalized. And when you look at Maharaj's body, you can just see it's not ordinary. That's a Vaishnav. You look and see it like, what is that? It's like prasadam. It's glowing. The body's glowing. The words are glowing. Everything. And so there's millions of verses in the Shastra glorifying the Vaishnav, saying that if you touch the Vaishnav, then you get perfected. If you see the Vaishnav, you get perfected. What to speak of, you lean in and you hear the Vaishnav speaking. And if you serve, Shushu Shradhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahat Seveya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevanat then you also get affected with this mood of the Vaishnav. And it's by following in the footsteps of the great souls, Mahat Kritena, that we make our ascent to the spiritual world. I just heard Prabhupada recently saying in Vrindavan, everyone followed Sanatana Goswami. And when there was a marital dispute, then the married couple would come to Sanatan, they'd sit down and they say, she says this, he says that, we can't get over this, you decide. He would give his decision, and then okay, we'll take it. He said, everyone in Vrindavan, they followed what Sanatana Goswami said. And on the day that he left, the Guru Purnima, everyone shaved their heads. That's where this style came from. It's Sanatana Goswami. This is not a normal Vaishnava style. He started that. And everyone in Vrindavan shaves their heads on Guru Purnima. So Prabhupada said, because they followed the decision of Sanatana Goswami, therefore they were all liberated. And so this is the perfection of life, according to the Bhagavatam, that find a Vaishnav that attracts your heart, a person of significance who's under the shelter of the divine energy because he or she is actually fully surrendered to the parampara. And if you follow the decision of such a Vaishnav, then you also become liberated. So, one of the points that really struck me was that for Maharaj himself, he had very intimate service for Prabhupada, as Nirakula was just saying, like a son, but it was only for a year. He was there in the Antya Lila, and then he served in separation for decades afterwards, with no conception that he was ever, no visible evidence that he was ever separated from Prabhupada. And so when we have that touch of a Vaishnav, we've seen a Vaishnav, we've heard from the Vaishnav, and now we give our lives to serving and following, and then our lives are perfect because we're under Vaishnav. That's why we call it Vaishnavism. We take shelter of the Vaishnavs. So we will never forget Bhakti True Maharaj, nor will his influence ever diminish, because it's like splitting a spiritual atom. That mood of pure devotional service to Krishna creates a chain reaction that goes on all over the world. So on this time when we're all together and remembering his presence, let us make a commitment to always follow in his footsteps and remember him. And it will be especially easy because now it's every Guru Purnima. We're going to remember this day and be reinvigorated in his service, the service of the Vaishnav. His Holiness Bhakti True Swami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Thank you, Vaisesika Prabhu. We seek your blessings that we can please Bhakti Charu Swami by following his instruction and take his instruction very close to our heart and seek your guidance so we can follow that path. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we will have Mother Ananya Radhika. She will lead us into Nrsimha prayer, and we thank you everyone for joining us this evening.
We want Chinese prasadam.
I know, no, really, because there is a Chinese.
We want spring rolls.
Soup.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I volunteered to prepare Prabhu sometime.
Ananya, Ananya, are you there?
Hare Krishna, yes.
Hare Krishna. Shyam Rupa Prabhu, thank you very much for requesting us to put nice program together for the pleasure of the devotees of ISV and devotees who have also, were part of ISV. We're grateful for your request and grateful that because of you, we get to hear such a nice memories and everyone coming together and remembering Maharaj. because we want to keep this memory alive in our heart. Did I miss anyone else? Shamrupa Prabhu, who is a part of the ISV family, and
I just wanted to thank you, Hansapriya Mataji. Because of your inspiration, today we are having this festival. Every major festival, you are their integral part. You are unseen, like a salt. Thank you so much, and really thanks to Bashik Maharaj, Nirakula Mataji, and all the devotees who have taken their time, and all the disciples who have given their heartfelt offerings. Really grateful and thankful to you.
did we miss anyone, Prabhu, or we are all good?
Yeah.
Thank you. Mother Ananya, we would love to hear from you, in your prayers.
First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight and helping us remember Guru Maharaj. And I heard and learned so many things from all of your devotion and dedication. So my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for joining us today. And thank you, Hansapriya Mataji, for leading us into this wonderful remembrance of Maharaj. And my gratitude and heartfelt thanks to Her Grace Nirakula Mataji and His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu for being there, and you are our shelter at this time. We look forward to you. Every word that you spoke, it directly reached our hearts, and it meant a lot. It meant really a lot. So thank you so very much for being there for us during this crucial time. So now I would like to do Nashina prayer, and everybody can join us. I'm being muted on their side. Namaste Narashinhaya. Namaste
Hari Hari Bo.
His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
So Vaisesika Prabhu, we would like copy of that Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimhadev picture. So
Take a
hopefully,
screen. You can take a screenshot.
I was thinking more than that, maybe next Gaur Purnima, we can make a Guru Purnima, we can make a copy and gift it to everyone along with, we can have all the devotees over for Chinese prasadam.
Do you know who made it? That
No.
picture came from Kaveri.
Oh.
Kaveri sent it.
Oh, Kaveri. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. She made it.
I just got it today. She sent me some of her artwork. This is, she
Wow.
did this also. Bhakti
Oh,
Vinod.
amazing. Wow.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. The many of you who don't know Kaveri, she's the one also has done the beautiful painting at the temple. Right above the altar, you can see those flower designs. She has done that, and she's a very, very talented artist. And we used to be lucky to have her at ISV. But Vaisesika Prabhu keeps the fans sparking, and she's still connected to ISV by such a wonderful art. I even remember what art she did in initial days for your book distribution project as well. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you very much. We would love to have a copy of that Sri Lakshmi Nrsingadev soon. You got it.
You will get.
Yep. Thank you, Ananya Radhika Mataji, for leading us into the wonderful.
Thank you. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that
Very
was
heartfelt. Hare Krishna. Thank you for all the offerings too. It was a very special night.
Yes. It reminded me of what we do at ISV extension of the Prabhupada's offering with you and Giriraj Maharaj. So it definitely felt like we can go on again longer and longer, but I think we will continue this somehow or other in our heart. I would also like to thank Mother Shraddha and Ramananda Prabhu. Without their help, this would not have been possible. We are able to stay connected. We are able to associate with the devotees. You bring us together. We are eternally grateful for you, especially in the time of this COVID. You have made us much more stronger through your service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vanchakabdurvascha kripasnaveva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Antakoti Vaishnavin ki jai. Srila Bhakti Caru Maharaj ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Can everyone please say Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Keep the translated vibration going always. Haribo.
Hare 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 Bo.
Haribo.
हमारे तारीवे তুমি তোমার চরণ করিনু বড় আমার নাহি তো আমি তোমার চরণ করিনু বড় আমার